But
That is it. Quiet rubber and you a hat. Don't you
This
dare
is-
touch my hat.
your roast rate for the evening. This is one. Oh, that is not the correct. I forgot to turn that off. I don't have tasty notes for this one because I waited too long to do it. But this is a Bean Man coffee since Mother's did not come in yet. And then get the hat back on, Ma. Appreciate you. So Papua New Guinea. It is a light roast. This is your wonderful bag. P&G. As you can tell, it's a little dated because I'm behind on my personal coffee drinking at home because we are in the season, so I don't get to drink as much. But your beans. Nice light roast for you there. It just as comparison because I wanted to show this off because I was like, wow, you know, last week when we did the fog cutter and we talked about how it was like super duper dark. Either way, you're a white guy with a backwards hat, so I had to point out, how dare you, Ray? How dare? Would Fred Durst have as amazing as people as I do? But because I've still got the fog cutter back here. So that's your beans from the Give Me Something to Break. Ren senses love. Tell Ren his favorite. But that is the bean that we had last time. Like, that is a substantial difference of bean color. From the super dark fog cutter to these light roasts. To give you an idea. It is insane. In the membrane. But, tell Ren he better, you know, show Paula some love. I assume he's got Paula by now. But, those belong in burrito. They look so dark. I know, right? It's insane. It is, that last week's fog cutter was very, very dark. But, like, this one, you can damn near see through the coffee and how light it is. But, oh, I just spilt it all down the front of me. That is hot. Hot coffee in the lap. Ooh, I can't believe after that this is the first time I've done that. Doing one of these. And I'd rather have it be in my lap instead of all over the keyboard. So thank you. Toasty. But it's giving off some fruity smells, so I'm imagining maybe some berry kind of stuff. I really have no idea what I'm looking for in this, just because I have no taste notes, so I'm not entirely sure. Bean Man was in here earlier, and he said he probably would have given it a 7 out of 10, so we'll see how accurate that is. Granted, with it being older, it's not going to be as potent, but either way, cheers. Oh, that is very fruity. Not very harsh either. It's very, very smooth, as, you know, we do experience with our light roasts. Typically, the lighter the roast, the less bitter the cup of coffee is. I also feel like I didn't grind enough beans for it. Because it does seem to be a little bit watered down. At least based off the feel. Like, I mean, you can tell naturally when you have stronger compared to weaker versions of the coffee based off of how many beans you put in compared to how much water you put in. It's got a little bit of a watered down taste, so I also feel like I might not have used enough beans. But it's still, it's fruity and earthy. To say the least. I'm not quite sure what kind of fruit it's going to be. But it's got a very strong earthy finish on it. Which isn't, again, surprising for it. It's I don't know. The earthy taste comes in quick, so it's hard to catch what the fruit is. But, you know, fruity coffees, they're all very similar. I'm not crazy about it, but it's not bad either for being a light roast. Man, it's like on the tip of my tongue, the flavor, the fruit. I almost want to say datey. I get a lot, I feel. I think that's what I'm feeling. Kind of the date vibe. And then it definitely goes into that earthy undertones very quickly. And it finishes very nicely. It's not, like I said, it's not too harsh. But again, being a light roast, that is what you're going to go into. I must get like a berry feel to it as well, which could make sense with the dates. But I feel like that's what I'm pulling from it. In all reality, I'm probably going to give it a 6. Just because, again, I'm not the biggest of fan of earthy undertones. If that is for you guys, I mean, it's a good bean for you then. It's got a little bit more complexity to it. If the earthiness wasn't as strong as I feel it is in the cup, I'd probably rate it higher because I'm not a fan of the earthy undertones. But all in all, a nice cup of coffee. Bean Man, you do it always. Always a great product. Doesn't like Earth. Send this motherfucker to the moon. To the moon! Boom, bang, zip. Straight to the moon with you. What would you do with me on the moon? Could you imagine just floating there? And I guess the moon doesn't have no gravity. But just sitting there trying to play games on the moon. What do you think the internet costs up there? You know what I'm saying? I'm just, maybe. But thank you so much, Bean Man, for another fantastic roast. I've never had a bad bean from the Bean Man. He always puts out some very good, a very good product. If you guys ever want to support the Bean Man or taste some of the coffees that I've had from him, you can check him out there at that website. And that takes you to, not the shop, just the homepage. But check him out. Great guy. Awesome streamer. He hasn't been streaming his roasting here recently too much. But, life do get in the way. His 3 kids and the wife, I imagine, keep him busy. That and he is in the middle of school time. So, send him a follow if you are so inclined. Fat Beans Coffee Lab. And support the boy. He's shown me a ton of support as well, as you saw with his resub today. But that is your roast rate. I hope you guys enjoyed. And